Good morning, guys. It's me again. Now, the topic for today is about uh, the departure draft in the midship. How far can you go in your midship draft? Do you want to add more cargoes, and how much would you add? So as not to exceed your maximum draft. So for today, we'll review back to the trimming of holes, so we will get the maximum drop departure. So we have here the loading plan, and as as we continue to load cargoes until hold pour number 18. So at pour number 18, the chipmate and the drop surveyor will check the draft forward and up, midship, port and starboard, and they will make a drop survey around the vessels. So, for example, this is what they have agreed on the drop survey when they go around the vessel. So forward is 17.89, 17.89, and updraft is 18.05. So put 18.05, 17.89, 17.89. Then a midship drop or port and starboard is 1797. 1797. Okay, put here 1797, 97, 17.97. And the departure drop is 18.23, even kill. See? And no trim. So put here 18.23. 18.23. Okay? So the recommended cargo to load or remaining cargo is 3,606.5 metric tons. So, as per recommendation, for the sake of accuracy, we put 3,606. 3,606. Enter. So once you loaded this value, this will be the results of your departure drop. So your main drop is exactly 18.23, and your rise and sink is 0.26, which is the same with this one, and your departure drop is the same with this one. So once you have already loaded this value, you will get a deflection of 0. So your mid is this one, and your main is given by the program, which of which you don't know what is your forward draft and aft draft. But for sure, because you have loaded a cargo of 3,606 metric tons, for sure you will have a main draft. So he has already put his main draft here, so we have a deflection of 0. So the trimming hold will be 1 and 9. Check. trimming hold is 1 and 9, about approximately 4,000 metric tons. So we're now to distribute the cargoes in hold 1 and 9. So here we have already put here the remaining cargo, which is 3,606, and the trimming hold is 1 and 9. And we will check the final trim is 0, and since we have already put 1 and 9, okay, 1, 9, and how much will be load in number 1 hold? Just about 1,820, and number 9 is 1,786. So we put number 1, 1820, 1820, 20. So 1,786 in number 2. So what will be the final draft departure? So it's a final draft departure is even keel 18.23 forward and 18.23 aft, and trim is 0, mean is 18.23. So your mid is 18.23 and your mean is 18.23, which is 0 deflection. And on the other one, it is also even keel, forward is 18.23 and up is 18.23, your mean is 18.23, so you have a deflection of 0. Now the question is, are you willing to maximize your draft, or you want to add more to value of the remaining cargo? So we will investigate. I have here a plan. Oh, I'm sorry. So the question is, how far can you go to the limits of your departure draft? So this is the value. This is the total volume of our cargo, and the maximum departure draft is 18.23. So in this scenario, I have made this is the 18.23, the departure draft. So I have extended about 0.10 centimeters, and up to going up to 18.2320, 18.2330, up to 18.235. So how much, and the value of each figure I have here written already. So for example, in departure draft, our remaining cargo is 36.07. What about 18.2310? So we have here 36.21, 3,621. So we try to put this figure in our trimming hold, in trimming 2 holds, 1621. So I'm sorry, we put here how much? I'm sorry, 1621. 1621. Put here 136. 3621. I'm sorry. 3621. 3621. 3621. Now, observe, let's observe. Once you put 3621, oh, sorry, this is already, this is the recommended, no? Here, 3621, 3621. Now, please observe, once you already loaded the 3621, you will have an excess of 0.0010, and your rise and sink likewise will have an increase of 0.0010. So meaning we have an increase of 0.0010. So look at the figures that I have created. So this figure showed up. So how much would it affect the draft, final draft survey? Okay. So this is now the new cargo that we're going to distribute. So we go to hold number 2, and we distribute now to 1 and 9. 1 is 18 to 7, or 18 to 8. 18 to 8 to 8. And 9 will be 1793, and the draft is still the same. So you could hardly see the additional cargo when you read a draft. So still even keel, and you could hardly see the increase of the cargo. See, it's still even keel, nothing changed on the draft. So we'll continue. Then we go to 18.2320. How much would the value be? 3635. 3635. Oh, 3635. Go to hold number 1, 3635. Okay, 3635. 3635. And you will see here, it has increased. It's now 18.2321. So with this rise and sink, 0.2621. So we'll distribute the cargo. T635, and what is how much in hold number 1? 1834. 1834. 1834. Okay. So no, 9 should be 1801. So 1801. What is now the draft, departure draft? So it's still within the range of 18.23 and 18.3 forward and out, and we still have a deflection of 0, and the other one. So we have the same results. Even keel, same graph, deflection is 0. So we continue. So we already got this figure, so we go up to 18.2330. How much will be the value? 3648. 3648. 3648. So 3648. 3648. And he has increased to 18.23, and the sinkage also is 26.23. So we put this value 3648, 3648. Oh, wala. Yes, 3648. And how much would be in hold number one? That's 1840. Let's say 1840. 1840. So number 9 will be 1808. So 1808, and how much will be the draft? So it's still the same. So you could hardly see the increase of the cargo, but when you see this actual draft, you still have the same draft, which is 18.23, 18.3, 18.23 forward enough, and your mean will be 18.23 and zero deflection. See, stream zero, mean is 18.23, and the other one we also get the same results, 18.23 forward and up, trim zero, and your mean is 0.23 and zero deflection. So we continue, and we go now to 18.2340. So we increase the load to 3662. 3662. 3662. 3662. And we see the increase now is 18.2340, and the rise also is 0.2640. So we try to distribute now the cargo. How much should be in number one? So 3662. And how much would be in number one? 1846. 1846. 1846. And 1816 and number 9. Okay. And what is the draft? Still the same, no change. But we have increased cargo. So the draft still the same, 18.23, 18.23 forward and up, trim 0 and main. And the deflection still 0. And the other one, we still have an even draft, even keel, 18.23, 18.23 up, 0 trim, and main is 18.23. So with deflection is 0. So we continue until we got this 18.23 50. So the value or the cargo is 3676. 3676. 3676. 3676. 3676. So once we put enter 76, so we get now 18.235. 18.235. So it is in between 18.2325 and 18.24. So we try to put now distribute this cargo 76 36 76 36 76. So 36 76. So we have here now 36 76. How much would be in number one? 1852. 1852, 1852, 1852. So number 9 will be 1824, 1824. And how much would be the draft? Now the draft has now increased, 1824. So it's visible that you have really overloaded. You still have zero trim, but your main draft is 1824. But you still have a zero deflection, and we will see. So the draft has increased to 18.24, mean and up, forward and up, and mean will be 18.24, and we have a zero deflection. So to summarize it, you will observe how much limit will uh, you how much limit will you get not to reach 18.24 or to, you see, if you load from 183621 to 183662, you will never see an increase in the drop, actual drop reading. But in the cargo, you will have an excess cargo. How much would that be? Okay, let's say was 362 minus 36.7, 3607. So you have an increase of 55 tons from from 18.23 to 18.2340. So you will have an increase of 55 tons. But if you want to go all the way up to 3,676, you will have a draft reading of 18.24. So it's really up to you how much would you like to increase your cargo. Okay, and this one, of course, if you want a less cargo, this will happen, 18.29 going down. So you don't want to have a lesser cargo, so uh, we'll just have concentrate on this, how much would you like to increase your cargo. And this one, if you want to, this is your actual total cargo of 206,200 metric tons. You want a less cargo, so would it be 206,200, 206,100, or 206,000 exactly? Or this is less going down, decreasing. And this one will be more cargoes. So you have a draft of 18.26, you will have a cargo of 206,600 and a little bit, almost 18.26 of cargo 206,500. If you have a 206,400, you will get a draft of 18.25, and 206,300, you will get a draft of 18.24, and a draft of 206,200, you get a draft of 18.23. Now, which we have a rule, what we call the MOLO, or more or less 10%. I would say more or less 10%. So you can have uh, a more cargo, which is maximum of 10%, and a less cargo of 10%. So what is the 10% more cargo is 226,882. If less minimum less cargo is 185,580. So if you are within this range, it is acceptable. So your, let's say your maximum cargo is 206,600. So you are with this range, still okay. And your minimal cargo is this one. You're still within this range, so it's still safe. So my point here is how much can you how much can you go to the limits of your departure draft. So I hope you will have an idea of how much where can you stop with your additional cargo to load, not to exceed on the maximum draft. So if you want more cargo, so this is an idea of how much would you like to increase your cargo. But actually, an increase of with, for example, with this one, the increase would be 14 tons. So in 14 tons, you can never see that in the actual reading of cargoes. So in 55 tons, you can never see it in the actual reading. You will still have 18.23. But if you want more, which is 76, 3,676, then you will have a draft of 18.24. So you will have an idea of how much would you like your draft to increase, or your, I mean, the cargo. This one is of course less cargo. So this is what this is. Oh, I'm sorry. So this one is up to 13.2350. So if you increase it to 13 18.2360, so it's be more cargo. So up when you reach this point 18.2350, then the drop will be 18.24. So I'll just make this figure so that you will know if you get how much would be increase if you have too much cargo. So the drop here is increasing, so you have an idea. So that's it. I hope you will uh, consider this as your reference of taking your final drop departure. So beforehand, having a drop survey with the surveyor, so you will have an idea of how much would you take your cargo. So that's all. I hope you have an idea of what I'm talking about, and I hope you will like it. Have a good day, and thanks for watching the video.